Hey, happy Saturday. Yeah, no, it is Saturday. We made it through the week. But technically, we're starting another week. But I actually enjoy the holiday times, sort of. It's pretty laid back at work. Having a good day today so far. Looking forward to putting together a little live web stream. We'll just sit around, chat a little bit while we get ready for that. It's always a little bit different, but basically the same. So, some things never change except on rare occasions, like the freshly poured out of the can glass of Diet Coke into a glass that has ice in it. It's just my little ritual. One of my many rituals, if I think about it. Of course, the other day I drank Arizona iced tea, so screw you if you think I'm that. And it was everything was fine. It didn't have that little zing you get from that first Diet Coke of the day. Everyone go down and to your local store and purchase. Oh, they will never sponsor me. Okay. Also, today for to be just the same as every other day, I have the beautiful blue Bluetooth controller. That'll be using to run the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Yes, you heard me. There's a zero at the end of it. Game today. Yeah, base was fun. Oh, you played with yeah, played along with the drive. I guess that's actually something. Yeah, I was just I was watching the VOD on YouTube. Yeah, and it's there's no indication of any kind of copyright violation or anything like that. So I guess they don't care. My understanding is I'm not even close to being a monetized streamer on YouTube. My understanding is yeah, they will if you are monetized, they'll kind of make you either lose your monetization for that stream, which could be a lot of money, the whole stream, or they make you edit out the sections that for the VOD that had the copyrighted music in it. But yeah, I don't. So since I'm not at that stage, they don't seem to care, which is great. I'm going to be doing that a lot. I was listening to myself. I was having a great time. I was making mistakes, but I was getting a lot of notes correct. And that's all that matters. I mean, it's not the numbers that it gives you. It's the fun you have playing the songs, listening to the songs, and playing along the bass. It's just a really fun instrument. So yeah, I'll be doing that a lot. But now today is guitar day because I played. We had Ken's Christmas Piano Lounge Wednesday. Yesterday was Rockstar Bass Day. Today is electric guitar day. Haven't had one of those in a while, so might be kind of rusty, but that's the nature. Today I have my second best looking guitar. I don't know, they're all so good looking. But this one has a good pedigree too. It's a Paul Reed Smith. It's the CE model, CE-24. Really pretty ass guitar though, man. And it plays very nicely. I do always enjoy it. It's got the classic bird inlays you see from a Paul Reed Smith. So we'll be whipping this up. I mean, it's plugged in right now, I believe, right? I'm behind. There's been times so confused. I don't know what I need to you. Put more of this up for yourself. And then a bunch of shit emojis. I don't know. That could be positive, seen in a positive way. I'll say what it is I see in you. It will always be with you. Words can't say, I can't do. For you. All right, let's get to the flying around. All right, things will be a little different today for the flight. Okay, so there's gonna be a flight simulator segment. 2020. They just had an update. Let me go to the screen here. There'll be some big brain games. It's what I do on a 5 days a week basis. Well, I do it every day, but on the days I stream, I do the big brain games on the stream. That's me playing the Quirtle. They revealed, hey, feel free to add me on Discord. Well, thank you for your whatever that is. I love the unpronounceable name on a thing. I should be ashamed of myself. You'd have to. Yeah, well, you're right. I mean, I guess I was going to argue with you, but I guess I don't have any basis to argue with somebody. Yeah. All right, you're right. I do feel ashamed of myself. Now what? Now how should I feel? Cheers. Was it because of promoting the Diet Coke Corporation of America? Is that the shame? It could be because a lot of people are like anti Diet Coke, and I get that. You know, we don't know what's in here. It could be sort of like Southern Korean. It could be people. We don't know. Mm. But thank you for the thanks for the feedback. I really do appreciate it. All right, so let's get to the heart of the stream today. We seem to have a lot of froth in the chat. We'll be flying around now. I just logged into 2020 for the first time in a couple hours. There was a couple updates. One was my Las Vegas city update, and I love to fly around Las Vegas. You know, I love to travel to Las Vegas. I've been there several times now. Well, like 4 or 5 times now. Yeah, around four times. I think I'm the 5th time going to Vegas. It is in next March. I'm really excited. It's for my birthday. Me and my friend are going to go see the Eagles at the Sphere. That should be really, really excited. If I ever went on Facebook, that's how looped you are. Have you had a few too many already? Because you know, it's only 11:30 where I am, but for some people, it could be Saturday night at a decent hour, and even I would be a little incoherent. So join. You know, you're welcome to join in and say whatever you like. If you get too crazy, we will have to ban you, but don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Anyway, so I'm thinking. So there's 2 updates that I was interested in. This could be kind of boring for people who are expecting some kind of excitement today, but for those people who are into vintage aviation, they have updated the not the C-47. I think it's the C-46, right? I hope I have it in here. I'll have to look through my planes to find it. I got a large fleet of planes, including ones that I purchased. It might be the C-46. It was the Waco and the C-47, I think, right? Yeah, I am on Facebook though. I have a good time. I used to be on Facebook a lot more, but I'm more of an X person these days. I didn't do it. You know, I usually have, or sometimes I used to do like a, you know, a little X. Post. Yeah, I guess it must be the C-47 that they've updated, right? Because that's what I've got, right? Yeah, so the tow plane. Yeah. Nice. Wow, I feel like you know me too. Have we met? Anyway, as I was saying, well, this is we have some interesting chats going on here today. I mean, not necessarily good, but interesting. So anyway, yeah, they just came out with an update for this. They're not really updating the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 that much, but they did update it. And for that reason, I just think, boy, we're not going to actually tow the glider though. That's what it's for. But okay, look, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna go to Vegas. We're gonna check out the new content. I don't know. It's an update. Where is it? Here it is. We're gonna start at the airbase, right, which is Nellis. We're gonna start cold at the airbase, and we're gonna fire up this plane. We're gonna fire it up. It's not easy either. Let's do. I guess all these ramps are gonna be small. Let's pick a ramp here. I don't remember how to fire it up. So it's going to be, well, I know I've done it a couple times, but that means by cold starting means this is a 4-engine plane. We got to start engine number 1. We got to start engine number 2. It's not all 4 of them. Well, once we get one started, but there's a lot of prep and stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to go through the checklist, but hopefully we can find out where all the buttons and switches are because yeah, I have been, it's been at least a year since we've flown this plane. I don't know, maybe 2 because I fly a lot. All right. And let's take a look outside here. You can see, first of all, this is a very similar model to it's the Army version of the DC-3 that was very popular. That was also popular at the time as a medium-range passenger plane, considered very well made, but you know, not super fast, kind of loud. Those big engines right near it, you're kind of bumpy, but for the time, very advanced flying situation here. Let's see if we can turn on. Battery, let's see. I think some of this stuff needs to be turned on. Beacon lights, yes. That we'll get to in a second. Let's turn all our magnetos on right now so we don't forget later. Okay, master ignition is on. Good. All right, we're going to look down here. So you can see this very complicated control scheme. There's this guy in his thing. There's a whole system back there. That's for the auto pump. We're going to, what are these? The flap handles. Okay, I should be able to control the throttles there. I've got this cool, so the throttle is here. Okay, that was a T for throttle. This is the mic. Okay, that's the propeller. Cool, good to know. So for here, I think we want that around here. And then the mixture, so for starting, it's typically at full. Okay, but I can control those. I have a throttle body that has 3 analog controls on it, so it's nice that I can control these very gently. And what's this? But here, I think there's the superchargers we don't have, but there's fuel. These things here. Okay, so there's a fuel thing here. There it is, fuel selector, and we want left main tank, right? But then there's also another one. Let's see if I can get. Oof. Oh yeah, I remember now. Get through here. Slightly different. Okay, I'm going to move this here. Can I get to that? Oof. Left. No, it should be right main. Right main tank. Okay, then we can move that back there. All that stuff I think is okay. Yeah, hold on a second here. We're almost ready to start the engine. It's going to be kind of exciting. Let's see, secure aircraft. We don't need to do any of that. Cargo, let's not play with that for now. Fuel gauge selector. I'm just getting used to where all the buttons are here. All right, this part we know. The superchargers are there. All right, down here is autopilot power. Parking brake is on. Tail wheel lock. Probably don't need any of that. All right, we got the radio up here. But there's no on switch for it. And then primary instruments, and also the this thing on the upper part is the thing. All right, we're getting ready to start it. And the starter stuff is here. So what we do is, let's see. Right, how we do this. Okay, we want the left engine primer on for a bit. And then we energize the left starter. Oh, I think we might want those booster pumps on. Did that start anything? Oh, I think we need the inverters on. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna come on. I'm not sure why. Okay, master ignition is on, right? Those are on. These should be on. Batteries on. We could use the quick start, but I want to see if I can get them started up. Okay, that one didn't want to start. Let's see let's see if the right. Okay, energize. Starboard engine. Right engine. Does it want to start up? I must have left a step out, but I don't know what. Is it the superchargers? Yeah, that's just the starting speed. They're not catching. Okay. Interesting. Well, of course, I could probably figure out okay, these have to be on the superchargers. I don't think they do. Engine fuel is on. Those are on. This is all good. Maybe these have to be like there. But other than that, you should be able to start them. This thing here, do we need, hold on. Cowl flaps are fine. I did check out the. It's starting to. It looks very different. It's not snow covered, no, but yeah, a couple. I think last week I went to the ranch, and it's quite cold. All right, though, but yeah, we're getting ready to do the automatic quick start because yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure out exactly how to what the starting sequence is, right? And then, oh, why isn't okay? Maybe it's also not going to start today now that I messed things up. That seems to want to start it. He's still got to start making more sense, or maybe drinking more is going to help. I don't know. I'm having Diet Coke, and it also slightly affects my speech. I will have to go offline and see if I can figure out what the startup sequence is. I've done it before, but there's something weird that you have to use in some weird location, like down here or something. Turn the hydraulics on or something weird, and it's got a long checklist. Like, oh, what's down here? Carburetor heat lock, fuel gauge. That none of this stuff would have mattered. Left engine supercharger, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna fly around. We're gonna check around again. They have just released an updated version, according to them. 368 download of the Las Vegas City update. It looked pretty good before, but we fly around here a lot. But I always like an opportunity to fly around. Let's see if the radio is working at least. Let's see, did I turn on my radio? Like, do I have to turn on, like, right? Yeah, oh no, wrong key. Hold on a second here. There we go. I keep forgetting I'm in 2020. It's a little different. Okay, we're gonna depart. We're gonna south to the strip. Let's see if that let us go out there.
Ready to taxi south departure.
Oh, we have the ground power unit out there. I'm gonna turn that off. That disappears. All right. I haven't flown this plane that much. Let's see if we can get it to actually go anywhere. Or did I turn off time? Hold on a second here. All right, we should be able to go. Power. No. Oh, I had the parking brakes on. Now they're off. I thought I had the parking brakes off. Where are they down there? Can't even see them really. All right, anyway, we're moving. We're gonna fly around a bit. We're gonna fly around a bit and then see what happens. But again, one of the I won't be flying around Las Vegas together in the same way that I have. Been going to Vegas a lot, traveling in person to Vegas a lot. Went there in October. Now next year, they announced the dates for TwitchCon already, which is nice. It's 2026, but it's not till November. In previous years it was in September. This year was in October. Next year, 2026 is gonna be November. So it's like every 13 months this convention happens so far, which is kind of fine, but gives you a little extra time to save up. Whoops. My bad. The pilot was drinking Diet Coke. We swerved. It's fine. Slow down a little bit here. We're gonna get prepared for takeoff. Got to be careful with braking these planes. They don't like to brake. We're gonna bring our RPM down here. It's been a while since we flew 2022. It's a smooth flyer. It does get a little once you're in the air a bit. It gets a little wonky when you switch between the cockpit view and the outside view, and you don't see much from the cockpit of this plane, honestly. Okay, we're gonna right here to the thing here. We're gonna tune the tower. Request our takeoff clearance from Clarence.
Tower KNSH 9999 ready for departure to the south at runway 0 tree left.
All right, yeah, we want to put like the flaps to about that third position there.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 03 left.
Thank you for the clearance.
Cleared for takeoff.
Looks like a
runway
beautiful day
03
in Vegas. I think I have
999er.
live weather turned on. You know, I always like to double check that because it's possible that I have not turned it on. Okay, so click on the weather box. And note that live weather is turned on. I would expect it to be a cool but gorgeous day here. Okay, we can get rid of this. All right, this is what it looks like to take off from this plane. We're going to be basically just advancing these all the way to the front, to the firewall. Let the plane come up to speed. As it does, the tail will come up, so we'll kind of see things come down. The back of the tail will come up. There it goes. Which is what you want it to do. We're going to gain a little more speed here. Yep. That's fine. A little more speed. Here we are kind of heading down the runway there. Maybe a little bit around 100 knots. Right around 100 knots we're going to lift off here. There we go. And at that point we can go ahead and raise the landing gear. It's starting to come up there. It just kind of ratchets up a little slowly there. In the back. Kind of see it coming in. Yeah, thank you. We're going to make a turn here for the south. Come around to Vegas here. Oops. Okay, flaps up. The gear is tucked in here. So it looks like from here. But yeah, you don't get any nice, good, like, I guess I can look at the view from the left wing. You see those big propellers? Oh yeah, we want to get propellers down a bit here. We will not be traveling at a high speed or high altitude from point A to point B, like a VAT sim flyer. I was noticing today how there was a VAT sim Twitch streamer was on the Twitch front page and had thousands of viewers, which is pretty cool. Because yeah, flight sim flyers don't usually get thousands of viewers. I donated 100 bits to the hype train. All right, we're gonna read this up here. Here we are heading down to downtown. First, we're gonna hit downtown Las Vegas, and then we're gonna hit the Strip, which is south. We're coming in from Nellis, which is a north airbase to the north. But you can see, yeah, it's a big flat desert area with some rugged mountains. If we fly far enough, we will be able to. We could check out the Hoover Dam. I don't know if it looks terrible. It looks pretty good in 2020, if I remember correctly, and not so good in 2024. So anyway, so I'm making basically a last trip. I mean, I don't know if it's my last trip to Vegas. It's certainly the last trip for a while to Vegas, at least till like 2027 or 2028, I would say. It's gotten so expensive that it is kind of crazy there to see so many people there, and you know, people are whining and complaining about paying $25 for a can of Budweiser because, you know, they want to have fun and that's how much they cost, and people are buying them, and they are. You know, it's a very much a supply and demand situation. But, you know, even if you're prepared for the price, there's something Broadacres Food Fair. Interesting. I should go there. But that's like cheap food, you know, because you got to drive a ways out. Even if you know what the prices are, like you plan ahead, you're like, yeah, I'm leaving airspace. Bye. Even if you plan ahead, and a lot of families that are traveling to Vegas do, you know, they're not stupid. They look at the menus and they look at the prices of things online, and they go, well, we're going to need to, you know, have that much food, stay that many nights, do that many things, eat that much, you know, have that many meals for a family of 5, whatever. And they, you know, do all the calculations. And then when they get there a year later, everything is 20% or more. Maybe 25% more, a lot more, everything. And so suddenly their budget is fucked. And you can tell people are burned about it. You know, it's one thing to have saved up for a year so that you take your family to Vegas. And it's another thing to be knowing that you totally destroyed your expected budget. And that's happening like constantly on a large scale. That's what Vegas is designed to do. This is a cool looking building down here. Anyway, they have just updated this content. I as somebody who's been to Vegas many times, I will be able to tell you guys, does it look and feel like the real thing? And we're gonna try it a couple ways. We're gonna fly around like this, at low level, right down the strippy here. We're going to, this is the real time of day. I also kind of want to see what it looks like at night, because I mean, Vegas is really sparkles at night. Yeah, that's what I was watching, all sorts of YouTube videos. Yeah, here's, by the way, the Fremont experience is right here. which I've never been to. It looks kind of cool. It's that enclosed. That's all a screen there. It used to be that accommodations and especially food, like there were buffets, and they were kind of cheap. I mean, this was a while ago. And they kind of made it up through gambling. What happened is people stopped gambling, to be honest. I mean, they still do, but they don't come to gamble, because you can gamble just about anywhere these days. It used to be, especially in America, you couldn't gamble anywhere, and now kind of it's been relaxed. So that means that gambling, they kind of lost gambling as a big source of revenue. So they make it up with everything else: rooms, music, entertainment, and the food is really expensive. It's really good. How accurate is this sign here? This one down here. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I think the 2024 one looks about that good. This is the Strat here. It goes way up there. This is kind of the top of the strip here. We're about to hit the convention center. Not hit it, no, but visit it. Let me put it that way. But when I come, we usually stay towards the south end, towards the airport. And we're flying right down the board. It's a little jerky, but it's not too bad. It's okay. You got your circus right there. Excuse me. The Conrad's fancy. This is all like Resorts International, and the Wynn and the Encore, which are kind of sister hotels here. And then this here is the big mall, like that mall. There's a giant shopping mall right here, right there. Then you can get the Palazzo, the Venetian, the Parisian, the Bellagio, the Blapsino, the Vadara, the Cosmopolitan. The, what do we got here? I don't know. There's the Venetian. Venetian's amazing on the inside. The Mirage, the Sahara, the Harrah's, the MGM. There's the big eye thing there. The Flamingo, the Link. Of course, Caesar's Palace. There's the Bellagio right there. Hopefully we'll fly right through the water. They're not going to come out. That's Bellagio. Paris, Planet Hollywood, pretty. The rooms are not great, but the kind of the shopping area is pretty cool. And there's the Aria down there. Okay, New York. I'm just gonna read these fast. We're gonna stay in the tower there. The tower. I'll fly by in a second for my next trip. We stayed in Tower 2. This is New York. There's the Luxor. There's the arena. It looks good. We'll have to see if it looks good from like ground level. Also during the day, it looks about the same. You can see there's two kind of monorail thingies. The I think they changed some of the advertising on the Luxor, and then it's all based. The very bottom is the Mandalay Bay, which is kind of the fanciest one. It doesn't have a casino, but it's humongoid. Oh yeah, the Allegiant Stadium is over there. Beautiful day in Vegas, and then you're right here at the airport at the Harry Reid. So you're right there. Sure, we'll do the rest of the what if today. Since you're here, fly around. I got plenty of time. Got no big thing. Boy, the thing about Vegas, we'll have to see how it is in March, but it usually is good weather, even off season. But in the summer, it's gonna be hotter now. I mean, it is. I was there when it was 100 degrees every day, more than 100 degrees high temperature, and it was actually amazing. But it's everything was still operated. So yeah, so this huge airport here. Where are we doing? Let's do more power here. We're not flying fast, but we're flying. We're having a good time. This kind of sightseeing flight around Vegas is going to cost you. So the sphere in front of us here, that orange thing, well, it's multicolored. It's huge. All right. So I was going to say, by the way, here you can see the MGM Grands there, and then I'm going to fly right over it. Is the MGM's Grands pools? Like they have a suite of swimming pools there. There's the Grand there, and then the Grand pools are right there. And then right in front of us are these three towers. Those are the signature towers, and Top Golf is right between them. So the first tower there is where we're going to stay. The second tower is where I stayed in October, right, that one there. And the third tower is the one at the end. It's a great location, and then we're going to go see the Eagles at the Sphere. I've never seen the Eagles before, but I've always been a huge fan, since 1974. Since I was 14 years old, I was an Eagles fan. We lived in LA. They were really a California band. So they got some, I think this is like a Mars, like a new Mars thing. It looked, last time I checked in the game, it looked a little different. But that's the kind of thing it does. It gets even wilder. But that's the outside. The inside is crazy. The inside is an amazing, huge theater. So last time we went inside and we saw what there's playing now, which is the remade Wizard of Oz, completely reimagined Wizard of Oz. It's kind of hard to describe in a short sentence, except to say wow. I mean, wow is the only thing you can say about it. They spent a lot of money completely redoing the Wizard of Oz specifically for the Sphere, so it can only be shown in the Sphere. It's not, it's hard to describe. But they call it 5D. And kind of see what they mean. Right, so this is the freeway. So you go down the freeway. There's the freeway. There's kind of the back side. Because you don't want to drive on the strip if you need to get from point A to point B. Thank God. This freeway is always jammed, though, because, I mean, there's a lot of traffic around here. There's almost always a traffic jam. The Bellagio, the Aria. But, yeah, and because, effectively, yeah, it's great. And then the Allegiant... yeah, well, I gotta say, I mean, Vegas looked really good before. I think they've just updated it and maybe fixed a few issues. But they did a good job. It's always a wonderful place to visit. You're going to see a million cool things. There's a place, the Allegiant Stadium is one of those stadiums where they keep the field outdoors because it's a lot. It's living until it needs to be used, and then they roll it indoors. And then they got this. This is where they're going to build, I think, the baseball stadium or another football stadium or something there. It's this golf course here that's right on the edge of the airport. Not that that was the problem, but this is kind of valuable real estate right here. But because, yeah, it's pretty much built up as much as you're going to build it up. Well, you kind of are, except that, I like yelling out all the names of the hotels. But yeah, I mean, people. The other thing is, yeah, it's always jammed with people and cars. It's a real experience. It's just, a lot of people are there. They're not spending money. They're just there to check out Vegas. There's the roller coaster on the New York, New York. Park MGM. There's a bunch of MGMs. Planet Hollywood. We had lunch or dinner in there. I think a couple times. Went to the Paris. We ate one of the Cafe Americano. Oh, there's the Bellagio. We can actually stop our plane and the fountain. It's because of scripting animations. The fountains still go. And real world. The fountains, they're a great attraction. They see, but also you go into the hotel and they have this really cool display, a seasonal display. That's all living. It's hard to describe. It's all living stuff. Okay, and then there's right. That's called. Oh yeah, they've changed the Sphere is changing. And the Venetian is the one that has these indoor canals that you can run. Indoor canals like Venice. It's like an indoor recreation of Venice. It's pretty crazy. So here you can see how the monorail kind of goes around the Sphere. And this, by the way, this kind of construction area, this is all this F1 track the F1 track goes right around there and then over through the parking lot over there. But it's temporary. But then they move it. Again, there's a fancy golf course. So if you want to stay, the monorail is really convenient. I recommend if you want to save some money, to stay at the far end of this monorail track. It doesn't go very far, but it goes up to the Strat, and then there's like cheaper places up there. And then when you want to go visit the Strip or go someplace nice, you take the monorail. This is the West Hall Convention Center. That's where TwitchCon was in 2023 or 2022. So that's the reason I was in one of the first or second reasons I went to Vegas. And that's pretty much it. There's Vegas for you. All right, we're going to land. Where are we going to land? Because it's fun to land. Should we land at North Las... Yeah, well, let's land up at North Las Vegas rather than try to land at Harry Reid. Harry Reid's back that direction, but we're going to land at the commuter runway up here. Got to figure out what I did wrong to cold start these guys. It can't be that hard. What do we got here? Propellers down a bit. How you doing? I'm back in 2020. I was just checking it out earlier today, and I noticed they had an update for a couple things, including the Waco C-47. Not the Waco. It's the Waco is the glider. The C-47 is the DC-3. I didn't notice any differences, but I don't fly it that much. By the way, there's this huge kind of meeting center, convention center here. When I was there a couple years ago, that was when Harris was running against Trump, and Kamala Harris had a big like show here, a speaking engagement there. Kamala Harris, so that's back. That tells you back when I was doing. All right, we got to start getting some trim, some flaps. It takes a while to get these things screwed down here. By that I mean landing gear. So yeah, normally you'd radio in, you'd say, "Hey guys, we're coming in for landing," but I own this world, so I'm just using my telepathy to let them know. Yeah, no, and I'm happy that they're updating things. It's never really clear exactly what got updated, but yeah, specifically they said this plane got an update which I downloaded, and the city update for Las Vegas, which is 2020 specific. I think it does look a little better. It looks a little closer to the 2024. Oh, we're high up. A little more flat, please. All right, slow her down. Mixture forward. Lose altitude. It's a nice long runway here, but we are a little high up here and fast. I have to burn off a little speed here. Okay, so what you want to do is bring the flaps in. And that'll help bring the tail down. The tail's coming down there. Once the tail's down, we can start braking. A little hard to brake it. I'm just trying to spin this around here. I'm trying to brake. It's a little tricky. And we'll brake, because too much braking will cause it to pitch forward. And I hate that. Yeah, no, I'm glad I have enough. I'm glad I have enough space on my hard drive, which is specifically, I don't have a lot of games, but I have enough for like a full installation of 2020 and 2024, and I have plenty of room extra for future expansion. But that's just because I spec'd it specifically so that I would be able to do that. Let's check out this little airport here, down here in Vegas. That was a landing, I guess. It's been a while since I've flown this one, so yeah, I'm definitely kind of rusty. What are all these? I can't remember. I keep remembering in 2020 there's a problem with civilian ground traffic on the taxiways, which they kind of fixed, I think, in 2024. But I don't care. But you can see, yeah, Vegas up in the distance. It's a fun location. Like, we've been it's the first time in a while I've done any major cities as a kind of location here. And it's certainly the first time in a long time we've taken this particular plane out. Where should we like park? All these little hangars for very small planes here. We're not going to fit any of those. But it's nice detailing though. Or these shops where they fix planes. I guess I don't know. A bunch of parking spots here. We can park over here. This guy's ready for us. All right, park and brake on. Now I can do these, a couple things. We're going to secure aircraft. Aft cargo door, forward cargo door. So you just see with the, you see these doors open up kind of nicely and smoothly, and showing the interior there. Let's get out and take a look over here. Right? Wait, where are we? I have to reset my position. Oh yeah, gotta reset the camera. I'm way far away. Hold on a second here. Camera. Set position. Thank you. All right. There we go. All right. Now we can see. One of the cool things is this, when you do the you get this little truck. I mean Jeep truck. It's a Jeep. Very nicely detailed with the guy there, and a nicely detailed paratrooper uniform with the parachute on. You can see there's a lot of very detailed cargo in there. It's nicely done. You pay a little extra for it. Push door outwards. Okay, so there's that door. But I thought there was another door. I don't to open. Maybe not. Okay, because what does it say? There's secure aircraft, and then there's aft cargo door and forward. Okay, so there's just two doors. It's just two separate doors here. But that's you can open one or the other, right? But you can see the detailing. Some things like notice the cowl flaps at the near the front of the engine, but kind of in front between the wing and the propeller there. So I think we can close those, right? What are those at? That's the cowl flaps. Where are those going to be? Carburetor heat lever. Where is? Cowl flaps. View cowl flap. Carburetor heat. I don't know where you be. Those are the supercharged, but I don't even know if we need those. I thought they were down flaps. They have to be somewhere. I remember seeing them somewhere. Oh yeah, here. It's these. So cowl flap control. And then they're going to automatically close. In the trail mode, they're kind of slowly closing, mostly, a little bit. In the trail mode, they're kind of automatically closing. They were in open mode, but I'm going to put them in close. And now they should close completely? Or do you have to manually close them now? Oh, no, you have to put it in close. Okay. Interesting. And then they close. Okay. It's just a random thing. I mean, it's just a manual system of those cowl flaps, which are used for engine cooling. So you're gonna have to be the kind of person who watches the engine temperatures, but still beautiful detailing. How do we turn off the propellers? I'm thinking magnetos to off, right? For one thing, should shut them down. Oh yeah, I can turn the mixture off. There they go. But yeah, I don't think I can get them started again unless I check go through the checklist and see what I did wrong. Which I'm sure I forgot how to get to. It's around here somewhere. All right, the checklist on 2020 is up here, not on the tab control. So starting engine, battery switch, propeller controls full, cracked open, full rich. Right, you mean I had all this stuff done correctly. And I think I turned the booster pumps on at some point. Oh, maybe I have to turn the primer after. And then the battery switch stays off until... That's interesting. Yeah, I did not follow some of these things. The battery switch... my PP sticks are vibrating. My battery sticks are... Okay, next time we'll try this. I do want to try this. Maybe I'll do this later today. Because I want to play some Big Brain games. I want to watch some Skibidi. We've had requests to do the Skibidi. We did half of it. It is what it is. It's going to be basically 5 minutes of random animated, computer animated, vibrantly, mushroom colored violence. But it is what it is, and I kind of like it. It's kind of a vibe. I wish they would do the old time Skibidi stuff, maybe, or release a movie or something. Old timey when it was the guy's head popping out of a toilet. Cheers, by the way. Okay, I remember 2020 is a little unfamiliar, but I think I could get there. Why is this thing yoke visibility? I don't know. Okay, cowl flap controls are over. Yeah, that was kind of important. And then the gyro pilot, I've never been able to get to work, so maybe that's what they fixed. The gyro pilot requires you to be in flight, to be a flying level. You switch the you have to change this thing here, hydraulic selector, to the autopilot. Effectively, you have to give control of the hydraulic system to the autopilot. It doesn't have an electrical trim system. But yeah, these things are, my PPs are vibrating. Yeah, it's because I'm using a throttle body. It's this Logitech thing, and by the way, to acknowledge, yeah, they won't stop doing that. And it does it in all the games. And they're not in the real life. They're completely still, but it's sampling and then averaging samples that are changing slightly, and it's not doing it very well, because if it would, the programming would have been able to recognize that there's nothing actually changing there. But especially at certain angles, you can really see it. But it's basically just one. It's a plus minus one. And it's only reading 256 different possible values over this whole swing range here. But I have 3. But the cool thing is I can control up to 3 of act. Now there's 6 here. If you had a 6 controller, you could control all 6 of these little levers. But as it is, it's nice to be able to control both engines at the same time. But the mixture control, because you want it during landing and takeoff, it's set to full. During flight, you recharge it. You turn it back until the engine stop, until RPM starts going down. That's the most efficient. The propeller controls the target RPM that you want for the propeller, and then your throttle is like throttle. So it is, but it's nice to be able to control them. But yeah, if you're playing with just a controller and you don't have these this Logitech thingy here, it won't vibrate like that. But yeah, I'm used to it. And other people have commented it on the stream. They're like, is that a bug? Is something wrong there? Are you messed up? I mean, am I on drugs or something? Or but no, it's just a quirk of all Microsoft flight simulators, because it happens on both 2020 and 2024. So I don't see them fixing that one. Although they could. There's got to be a way. I mean, it might reduce responsiveness just a little bit, but I'm sure they could filter that out. It's a beautiful old plane, though. I mean, they made a lot of these because they built a military version and the commercial version, the DC-3, and they made thousands of them. And they were definitely kind of a mainstay of all airports for a long time. And this is a very faithful rendition. We have the DC-3 as well. It has a slightly different cockpit, but it's very similar in the layout. And let's see what we got there. This thing here, there's a hatch here. That doesn't open. There's a fire extinguisher. There's this here. Opens the door. Opens the crew door for the crew. I'd have to go into free look to check that out. Right? Yeah, there's no real. Go back and look back there. Anyway, I don't care. All right, that was fun. Let's do. We're gonna do the second half of this skibbity woe. Give me a second, because yeah, that was fun. But there's gonna be more flight simulatoring tomorrow. But in the meantime, in the interest of moving on, I'm gonna switch to the just chatting category for a couple minutes here. Let's get out of the flight sim. It is a good sim. It's as good as it's ever been. 2020, that is. So let me bring this up here. It's been a while. It's been over a week since we watched the first half of this Skibbity Toilet fan remix, or what if, as we like to call it sometimes. Let me see if I can find it. I'm sure I can. Yeah, I know it's in my history. So from all right, see, this is the one we're watching. We're going to go back a little bit. Show you in a second here. Let me get this going here. All right, so this is What If Astrofleet attacked Titan TV Man and Skibbity Toilet 77, part 2, and we're up to part 80. So that's a while ago. So it's not like you remember, but it doesn't matter because it's just kind of generic. Giant astromech figures. They're very otherworldly. This is all made in a free program called Source Filmmaker with Valve. And they provide this as a tool for game makers to make cutscenes. And just to be able to make cutscenes. And it was used in Half-Life 2 for that purpose. But you can make movies, you can make little shows, whatever you want to do. And you can use the assets from Half-Life 2. Most of these are handmade. The original toilet was just stuff that was the original skipping toilet was just assets that were purely default assets in the Half-Life 2 source code. Short code. So, because it's all made with freeware tools, that leads to people making remixes using the same tool set and redoing it. So it's not really that exciting. I like these guys more than I like those. But it's kind of color coded. It's only 5 minutes though, so relax. Now we're gonna do some big brain games. Nice thing to relax on the Diet Coke. Pretty soon everything will be on fire. There's a lot of screen effects. And this is just kind of remixed dialogue. The person who invented it, I believe, is a Russian person. So some of it's in Russian, some of it's in English with a Russian accent. I liked it better when it was no dialogue. Sarah, how you doing? This will be over in a second. But we're just some big brain games. Yeah, it's like another minute and a half. But you know, it's like when I was a kid, we watched the Thunderbirds. It was mindless, and we liked it. Something's very tender in that these mechs really seem to like each other. Some of them, they hate other mechs. Never really clear what their motivation is for being at war. But it's not humans versus humans. Humans aren't really involved. There are humans in the show, but they're underrepresented. These guys are not humans, they're skeletons. The thing about the skibbities is they're not that sophisticated, but they seem to have the numbers. Whereas the guys, it's not really clear, but usually it's the TV, it's the screen heads, the TV cameraman heads, camera heads, and the TV heads. The screen heads, the TV head, the camera heads, and anyway, that's what it is. What it is. All right, we watched it. I would watch more, but some other time. Because, yeah, what if Astrofleet attacked TV Titan? I mean, how do you even know what the heck, who's going on, or who's attacking who, or why? I don't know, but it's a big phenomenon, the skibbity toilet. It's a big deal, apparently, some places in the world. Let me bring up some big brain games here real quickly for you, because I want to get to them. That's me playing the Octurtle, the Quirtle. We'll be doing some tightrope trivia. We're going to play the revealed game. Let's get to it. We'll do the Quirtle. We're going to do the New York Times Connections game, which is kind of fun. And there's a bunch of these games. I do them on a daily basis just to kind of keep the brain reasonably ductile. All right, Nurse. All right, we got Nurse up here on the upper left. What do we got here? TRUC. It could be truck, right? On the lower left there, because we got K available. Let's see. This one is probably, this could be like dingy. I'm going to just guess, we have extra guesses. I'm going to guess dingy on the upper right. Okay, fine. And lower right, I think we should be able to figure out, though, because we have all of the letters A, C, O, T, and R. And, oh, it could be actor. Right? Yeah, it could be. All right, first game down. First game, we've got many games to do, though. Next game, it's kind of a sequence, just a random sequence. It's called Revealed. It's from our fine friends at the Britannica.com website. Today's category is science and technology. And the answer is going to be a 9-letter word. Now, to get the answer, we're going to read through this heavily redacted document that they've given us. And if we need to, we probably will. We're going to be able to unredact some of these items here. That will help us give us the clue. It's just the nature of the game. Sometimes we don't need anything to be shown, but let's see how it goes. I like to read the whole thing over with the blanks. So how's that go? Okay. The thing we're looking for in science and technology, blank, is any fairly small blank from blank, i.e. a thing that blank its passage through blank and lands on the blank. In modern usage, the term is broadly applied to similar blank, that blank on the blank of other comparatively blank. For instance, blank fragments have been found in blank return from the blank, and the blank has identified at least one blank on the blank of blank. The largest blank that has been identified on blank was found in blank and was named the blank. Is it like a meteorite? Because it does fit. Yeah. That was a fairly easy one today. What you go by I don't know. It just they seem to give a lot of details there that before. But yeah, I think it just kind of screamed meteorite to me. So we didn't actually need to see any of these things here. But yeah, some of these wouldn't have been helpful, like Namibia. But in general, I think it was pretty clear. Okay, so we solved it. We didn't need any reveals or hints. Other players needed 4.2 on average and 1.5 hints. There's a picture of a meteorite. 61% solved it. That's a pretty low solve rate. So this was considered a pretty high one. Pretty hard one, excuse me. All right, moving on to the tightrope trivia. I consider myself a certified trivia master now. Tightrope trivia from our fine friends at also Britannica.com is a daily 9-question multiple choice timed tightrope trivia quiz. The thing about it is the major percent. This helps so you can't cheat, right? You can't look up stuff on Google while you're trying to do the quiz. Take an hour to do it. The time, the speed at which you solve it is the major proportion of your score. So you have to get things both right and quickly. Once I hit the play button, the timer starts. So I want to get be in the right frame of reference. And this is the second hardest, the penultimate quiz. They get harder as you get to start from Monday and end on Sunday. Tomorrow will be the hardest one, and that one usually kicks my ass. All right, little Diet Coke for strength. Let's go. Cummerbund. Keep them coming. Who's the most party? Sit in a quarter texting. Yeah. Plantains account for what percentage? I'm gonna go 5%. Oh, it was 85%. Wow. How would anyone know that? Poland and the Soviet Union. I think Prussia? Okay, it returns a quantum mechanics thought experience as a Schrodinger's cat. Wow, we got that. That I would never have gotten that plantain one. Nobody was. That's way too hard. During his 60s, it was Ponce de Leon, wasn't he? I believe that other guy, Christopher Columbus, never made it to Florida. But the wrong envelope is. Instead of moonlight. Argo? La La Land. I was going to say La La Land for a second. That was a really hard one. Oof. I don't think I would have got that one. Two and three. Oh, well, we crossed the tightrope. That was, some of those were freaking hard. We did not get a good score because, you know, at least we did get our difficulty bonus today, which you have to cross the tightrope to get, and you can only get 2 wrong. But yeah, oof. Tightrope boss. Hey, that's not so horrible. But I've been getting over 2,300 points for the last, like, 6 days in a row. So that was not, I mean, it was a hard one, and, you know, it is what it is. We're going to move on from the tightrope trivia, which we crossed. So, all right. All right, the next one I'd like to do is the reunion. I also want to do remember to do the connections. This is an interesting, kind of newish game. It's from the fine folks at Merriam-Webster.com. It's kind of like a crossword puzzle, kind of like when you solve the 5-letter word puzzle, because it's kind of mixed together. You got to move letters around, interchange letters to make words. Ultimately, it'll take you know, a certain number of moves, and you can't go back. Let's see if we can figure out what some of these little words are here. Could this K be over here? Like here? Because I think this C has to be here. And then this could be stuck, right? Or it could be snuck, right? It could be snuck or stuck, so we're going to leave that. This word here starts with a D and ends with an H. Interesting, though. Could be... could end in TH. It could end in TH. I'm going to guess that it's TH. It wasn't TH. But the T is somewhere. Oh, I think it's TCH. Okay, so that's going to be there. So that C has to go here. And then this has to be I because no other vowel is going to fit. All right, well, we're 1 move behind, but so far, so good. Could this be mustard? M-U-S-T-A-R-D? Yeah, I think it could be. If that's true, then the M is right. This T goes there. This A goes here. And this R goes here. Okay, so we're making some things. We still don't know if it's snuck. Oh, yeah, now it can't be stuck because our T's are used. So it has to be snuck. That's fine. We're trying to get this in 17 moves or less to beat my average. Let's see. We also have a Y we need to place at some point. And it can't be there. Could this be messy? M-E-S-S-Y? Because I think it could be. Top one. And then this is on the right. Is going to be... Still don't know exactly what here is. Could this be student? S-T-U-D. Yes, it could be. Okay. Because that can move there. Okay, that's helpful. And we're almost done. We just have to get these two, this horizontal word and this vertical word. Let's see. Well, the 8 pretty much has to go there, right? It could be a yak. And then this is just R, and then ooh, O-O-H, and yak. Okay, well, we got it in 17. Whew, that wasn't so easy, but it wasn't so bad. The best I could have done is 16 because I got one move wrong, but other than that, I got all the we got letters green on every move. Whew, that's an interesting game. All right, I'm gonna bring up the connections game. Don't look if you don't want to see the world. Because it's a fun game. It's free. It's available from fine folks at NewYorkTimes.com. Sometimes I like to attribute the people who are letting it play these games. All right, for the connections game, they give you these 16 words / short phrases, and sometimes there's a lot of wordplay involved. But we want to create 4 groups of 4, and to do it, we're going to have to figure stuff out. And there's a lot of wordplay. I already said that. Let's see, minion, toady. I don't think it's 2 more things that mean minion or toady. Let's see. Cool, temper, settle, moderate. Those seem to be bring something down. But maybe average would be there. Adderall. I'm going to try this. I don't think it's right. It was right. Mollify. Okay. Whew. Tricky. Let's see. All right. I'm sorry. I was distracted by thinking about prices in Las Vegas because of the chat. All right. Boy, things like monitor ship. I think these are going to be, wordplay. Like ship is the last word. But some of these aren't. Car and par. Par, average, mean, and standard. These ring to me as all having a connection, being the same thing, or normal. There you go. The norm. All right, we're doing good. We haven't fucked up yet. So let's get one more. And then we're done. Okay, Newton is a unit of force. Toady and minion seem to have a connection. Incredible. I mean, The Incredibles is a movie, Minions is a movie, Cars is a movie, and Monsters is a movie, right? So I think these are all Pixar movies without the S, right? 99% sure. Yeah. Member of a titular group in an animation franchise. They're not all Pixar, right? But yeah, that was Cars, Incredibles, Minions, and Monsters, but singles. Monsters Inc. It wasn't really the title. That's connection. Cool. Okay. So Newton, Adderall. What is the connection? I like to figure it out. It doesn't matter because we can win. We win anyway. Let's see what it's going to be. Let's see if I figure it out. Monitor ship. Toady. I don't know where the connection is here. Adderall. New add toad mon today. Month is in monitorship. What could this be? This is a tricky one. What could this be? I mean, again, we don't have to know this. We're just going to ask the game, because you only have to get the first three, and then the last one is indicated by default. I just want to see if I can think of what it could be. Newton Adderall Toady monitorship. Newton Adderall Toady monitorship. Wow. All right. Let's find out what it was. Starting with because what was that? Starting with fauna. Okay, so newt, a toad, a monitor lizard, and an adder. Okay, God, that is hard. Okay, so the adder is herpeta is a snake, a form of snake, right? Herpetofauna is a snake, or a snake or large lizard. Monitor is a lizard. A newt is a form of something or other, and a toad. So herpetofauna would also, I guess, include amphibians and snakes. And toad. Boy, I would not have got that. But that's what I mean by wordplay. These random words go together if you just look at toad, newt, monitor, and adder. All right. Well, that was fun. We got one last game to do. It is the Quirtle. And then we're going to move on to the musical segment, the live musical, the Octortle, sorry. We did the Quirtle. We're just going to do the hard one. The hardest one, it's the rescue. So, yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to solve some of these, given the fact that I can't use my starting word for... What is this one? Has an E. Oh, no, I don't know what this one here. It could be oxide there. Let's just try it. Oxide. And it wasn't. All right. What about this one here? P-U something E-R. Puree. Has to be puree. At least we got this one. Puree, excuse me. This is a hard game. You got to get lucky with this one, and we didn't get lucky today. This one here, okay, let's see here. It's either P-L-I-N something. Plink. Is that a word? P-L-I-N-K? Yeah, it was a word. But it couldn't have been plink. Man, I want to start this game over. That's fine. I can't. Let's see. This one here, at least we'll get one. This is the first one we're going to get. Edict. Oh, my Lord. Well, we're not finishing it today, but that's fine. Let's see. We'll have fun trying or getting a few more words here. We have a G, and there's a U and an O to place. So Y-O-U, gouge, maybe. Let's see. This one here couldn't have been plink. Could be P-L... P-L-A-I-N, plain. We should have guessed that. This one here is going to be... Let's see... There's the L. That's all we know. And an A. So it could be equal. E-Q-U-A-L. All right. How many more do we get? We get two more and then we're done. See if we can get two. These bottom two here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. There is an A in it. So this is going to be aside. And then this, we wouldn't have gotten this one either because all we know there's a T and an A. It ends in Y. So, well, it has to be, and the A has to be there. So it could be taffy or fatty. Let's try taffy or tabby. Let's try tabby. It could be a lot of things. it was taffy. So, you know what I mean? We didn't have anywhere. That was a hard one. Let's do one more. Let's do the extreme. Just because I feel like we've done most of the games today. So let's do this one too. That's it, though. I mean, for the big brain games, it's going to be a short break, and then I'm going to bring my guitar on. But I'm going to try to sing a little bit today to the karaoke. So we'll see how the voice does. I don't know. This one here, PSYCH there. Let's grab this. Looks like this is going to be Scamp on the left there. Let's grab this one here. What is this one going to be? Aphid. Then we have Dally. Maybe. Let's see over here. We're going to have Puffy or Puppy. Let's try Puffy. It's probably Puppy. Could be Puppy. But we have some extras. Okay, here we have this APP something. So this could be Kappa. Nice. Oops, Kappa. Almost certain it's got to be Kappa. And let's see. Do we have a Hyena over here on the upper right? And our last one of the day before we switch to the music is... Let's see. Could be Woven. I don't think it is, but let's just guess it. It was Woven. Oh, so close. Woken. Oh, that was my last guess too. Wow, we were having some hard games on the Octortals today. Alrighty though, that was fun. But believe it or not, we got to keep moving. Stream is got a lot of stuff to stream today. In the musical category, let me switch over here. I'm gonna pick up a guitar. I haven't played the guitar because I played the bass. We're doing Ken's Christmas Piano Lounge, and that'll be tomorrow. By the way, we'll be back to the piano music. And it's gonna be the piano lounge, the Christmas specific music. But today it's just the regular REM, whatever, pop rock songs. I feel like grabbing from my karaoke list here. So let's see. We're in my mid-roll, and I'll see you guys on the other side. And there we go. Let me get my camera set up a little bit here. Lower probably. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Lights, camera, action. Got my lights on. Little warm-up tunes I like to randomly do. This is another one. All right, let's talk a little bit about the guitar. I like to do a little TED talk on the guitar. I got about, like, I don't know, roughly 15 guitars. Not all of them are electric. Most of them are. This is a Paul Reed Smith. That's the name of the guitar manufacturer. It's the dude who owns the company. He started in the late 70s when he was very young. He's just a little bit older than me, I think. Originally fixing guitars for famous musicians at the time. And then he got a reputation for building custom guitars, and then started his company. And they were making these high-end boutique guitars for a long time. They kind of branched off into mass marketing, mass production of guitars. Not in Maryland, which is where the original thing, but they mass produced them in China and Indonesia. But this is an American-made one. This is, first of all, it's a gorgeous guitar. I love this guitar. It's one of my favorite guitars. It's probably I think it's the most expensive single guitar I've ever purchased. They cost about $2,000 brand new, and that's cheap for an American-made guitar. A cheap for an American made guitar at this quality level. Turned on reverb because I'm probably going to be doing some singing. Anyway, what I like about this guitar, it's first the fit and finish, of course, is just extremely high. I mean, the quality of all the materials, the inlays, the pickups are there's the Paul Reed Smith's custom pickups that you can only really get on a PRS guitar. It's and just kind of you have to see it in person, but this finish is very three-dimensional. You have to see it with your both eyes with stereo vision to see that the top has an illusion where it looks like it has a great deal of depth to it in real world. It doesn't come across on the camera. This is the Trampus green finish. Doesn't come across on the camera, but it's in person. It's just amazing. But yeah, I like a guitar to both look good and it has to. This is when I've kind of always wanted a guitar that with this particular look. For years before I ended up buying it. And then this one here. On this would be fun. I don't know. Let's find out. Sometimes guitars can really sound amazing. All right, let's play along with some songs. See how the voice is doing. First, I'm going to do a little tune up here. Must be a skill. Great warm-up song, not too hard.
Mr. Fred Massey in a breakfast dress. Yeah. Let's play Twister, let's play Risk. Yeah. See you in heaven if you make the list. Hey, did you hear about this one? Tell me how you liking that punch. Hey, how you goofing on Elvis Street, baby? I'll be losing in touch. If you believe in the man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up his sleeve, nothing is cool. Moses went walking with a staff of wood. Yeah. You got me by the apple good. Yeah. Egypt was troubled by the horrible asp. Mr. Charles Darwin and the golden mask. Hey, did you hear about this one? Tell me how you liked in the punch. Andy, are you goofing on Elvis? Hey, baby, are you having fun? If you believe into the man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up your sleeve, nothing is cool. Here's a little magic for the never believer. Yeah. Here's a little ghost for the offering. Yeah. Here's a truck stop instead of St. Peter's. Yeah. Mr. Eddie Cup is gone wrestling. Yeah. Hey, did you hear about this one? Tell me how you liked in the punch. Hey, are you goofing on Elvis? Hey, baby, who's in touch? If you believe they put the man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up his sleeve, nothing is cool. Nothing is cool. Nothing is cool. And nothing is cool.
I like doing that song. Something else on the list here. Let's find out. Can we do this? Well, let me select this. Oh, nice. Alrighty, I want to do one of these Jim Croce songs. Just I won't be playing the guitar, but I want to do "I Got a Song." Got a name. Got a name. I got a song. I can sing that there. These. Yeah, let's try this one. Like a pine tree winding the winding road, I've got a name, I've got a name. Like the singing bird and the croaking toad, I've got a name, I've got a name. And I carry it with me like my daddy did, but I'm living the dream that he can't give. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead till life won't pass me by. I love it. Like a north wind whistling down the sky, I've got a song, I've got a song. Like the whippoorwill and the babies cry, I've got a song, I've got a song. And I carry it with me and I sing it loud. If it gets me nowhere, I go there proud. I'm rolling me down the highway, rolling me down the highway. I'm moving ahead so life won't pass me by. And I'm gonna go there free and still do. Like the moon I have and always be. I've got a dream, I've got a dream. They can change your mind, but they can't change me. I've got a dream, I've got a dream. And I know I can share it if you want me to. If you're going my way, I'll go with you. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway. Moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway. Moving ahead so life won't pass me by. I gotta do another Jim Croce song. Which is, we'll do this one here. Not Jim Croce song, but and I tried to make it someday, but I got so empty breasts. And I set my sights on Monday, and I got myself undressed. I ain't ready for the altar, but I do agree there's times when a woman sure can be a friend of mine. Well, I keep on thinking about you, Mr. Golden Hair Surprise, and I just can't live without you, and you see it in my eyes. I've been one poor correspondent, I've been too hard to find, but it doesn't mean you've been on my mind. Will you leave me? Will you leave me in the air? Well, just a little
it. But I keep on thinking about you, sister golden hair surprise. And I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? I get one more correspondent. I've been too hard to find, but it doesn't mean you ain't been on my mind. Will you meet me in the middle? Will you love me just a little? Enough to show you care. When I tried to fake it, I don't mind saying, just can't make it. One, two, three, four.
It's always a fun song to do, for me at least. What do we got here? Amy, the one I love. You know, we haven't done the one I love in a while. Let's do this one. Hold on a second here.
This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes
But I don't know if I want to do the REM song right away. We have a bunch of others we could do. This one, okay, heck yeah.
So she said, what's the problem, baby? What's the problem? I don't know it. Maybe I'm in love. Think about it every time I think about it. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm in love and it ain't too good. It's just a good cause I can't ignore it. If it's love, makes me wanna turn around and face me, but I don't know nothing about love. Come on, turn a little faster. Come on, world will follow after. Come on, cause everybody's after love. So I set up a snowball running down into the spring that's coming. All this love melting under blue skies, melting out the sun. Well, baby, I surrender to the strawberry ice cream pepper and all of this love. Well, I didn't mean to do it, but there's no escaping your love. These nights of night make me we're never alone, never alone. No, come on, move a little closer. Come on, I hear you whisper. Come on, settle down inside of my love. Come on, jump a little higher. Come on, if you feel a little lighter. Come on, we were once upon a time in love. Or accidentally in love. 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 Accidentally. I'm in love. 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 Accidentally. I'm in love. 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 Accidentally. Come on. Live a little tighter. Come on, the world's a little brighter. Come on. Get yourself excited for love. I'm in love. Accidentally in love. Accidentally in love.
It's a great song. Hey, Capo 3 for the song. Actually, do want to tune up. Check my tune real quick here. It's real low. Turn up in here. Okay. I love the song. Oops, table 3.
There she goes again, pacing through my brain, and I just can't contain this feeling that remains. There she goes again, pulsing through my veins, and I just can't contain this feeling I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. I see a line of cars and they're all painted black, with flowers and my love both never to come back. I see people turn and get quick, they look away. But you newborn baby, it just happens every day. I look inside myself and see my heart is black. I see my red door, I must have it painted black. Maybe then I'll fade away and out of your face and that's an easy face up when your whole world is black. No more will my green seagull turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to me. If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me before the morning comes. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see them girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes.
I probably am running out of vocal, but that's good. I kind of need. It's like, you know, it's like exercising. You want to go to to the point of failure. This is definitely a tricky one. Notice there's no singing if I know what's saying. This is a non-capo song, right?
You say we've got nothing in common, common ground to start from, and we're falling apart. that's one thing that we've got. You'll say we've got nothing in common, a common ground to start from, and we're falling apart. You'll say world that's come between us, our lives have come between us. Still I know you just don't care. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's one thing that we've got. Oh, and I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's one thing that we got. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's one thing that we got. That was the last song.
Then we'll have the voice. But I think next time it'll be better. You know what I mean? I'm improving. Another successful web stream from the Kench Niner Studios, as far as I'm concerned, which is frankly the only concern that anyone should have. I'll turn my reverb off. That's annoying. It's not annoying. Yeah, it's not, you know. All right. Oh, is my jack all fucked up? All right, let me take this off here. Oh, yeah. Hey, we had another 2-hour stream. We had a good time. We did some stuff. We flew around. We talked to some weird people. We talked to some normal people. We live streamed it. We did the second half of some skibbity toilet. It wasn't the best ever, that's for sure. Let's see what do we got here. We got my beautiful PRS guitar. We're gonna retire this guitar until next time. There'll be another guitar segment coming up soon, but not this guitar because I keep rotating them. But it's always a fun one to play. It's a little sterile. It's a little cold. I don't know. It's hard to describe, but it's a little hard to warm up to that particular guitar. I mean, I love it, but it's not my warmest relationship with a guitar. It's hard to describe. It's very personal. You know, when you have a bunch of guitars and you play them a lot, which ones you're really going to kind of bond with? Because I'm never going to buy more guitars because I've already kind of bonded with some guitars. Somebody came in, Sandra Horn, on YouTube and started saying the weirdest drunk stuff I've ever seen in my life, and then retracted all of it. Probably got banned, and they were my #1 chatter on YouTube. That's what kind of stream it was today. But we're going to do the whole thing again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some Microsoft Flight Simulatoring. There'll be Diet Coke. There'll be the Big Brain Games. There'll be a musical segment which will consist of me bringing my piano in and playing the Christmas music, which is really, honestly, I love doing. I played it. I started doing that last time, Wednesday, and I was very cold. I mean, rough, in some cases. But I think by Christmas, I will be doing a Christmas Eve and a Christmas Day performance of the musical thing, which I did last year too. Nobody cares. That's fine. So if you want to listen to live Christmas music with your family, that's kind of the vibe we're going to put out during the afternoon, regular time, But anyway, tomorrow will be effectively the rehearsal for the Ken's Christmas Piano Lounge. Got a little bit of Diet Coke left, so the stream has to keep going. All right, I'm going to rate my friend on Twitch at least. Haley Adelia. Yes, she's my friend. I have actually met her. I met her at TwitchCon. We hung out and talked quite a bit, actually, at a couple of different functions. She kind of remembers who I am. She only remembers who I am if I tell her I'm that old dude in a suit. She's playing, am I spelling this right? Haley Adelia. She's a relatively new streamer. She's tall, blonde, and beautiful. So, I mean, what's there now? She's doing a partner push. She's pushing for partner. All right. I'll see you guys next time, the regular time. See you in my end roll, blah, 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 etc.